we are tracking at this moment, and those showers will continue to stick around at least for the next few hours. I do think things will trend a little bit drier as we head through the evening hours. So, once again, good evening. It looks like we just went live on YouTube, and once again, thank you for joining us. Scattered showers will gradually taper off as we head through the overnight hours into the start of the day tomorrow. And I think we'll keep maybe a 20% chance of rain around earlier on, but then we'll start to see that number drop off. I still think we'll have some sprinkles around through midnight. So if you're working third shift, you may have to dodge a sprinkle or two on your way to the car, but really not a big deal. I think the bigger story is going to be the shift that starts to happen as we head into the day tomorrow. We'll have some clouds around in the morning. More than likely, there will be some areas of fog as you get out on the roadway. Some patchy fog here or there, but that should mix out as we head into the afternoon hours. I expect us to get enough sunshine to get us very close to 70 degrees across a large chunk of the area. And then those numbers will gradually start to slide, because what we're seeing right now are scattered showers out ahead of a cold front. The cold front doesn't actually slide through until tomorrow, and then those winds shift and become more northwesterly, and that's going to send those numbers down. You can see the cool down illustrated by a difference of about 5 hours. At 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, we're going to be in the upper 50s, still hovering near 60 degrees across most of the region. And we fast forward to 11 o'clock and we're down into the low to mid 40s in some places. So cooler air building in through the overnight hours. I think that if you haven't turned the heater on this season, this is going to be the night where everybody's going to be doing that. I also feel like, since we are moving into that time period where folks are going to have to start turning those heaters on, that we just remind everybody about heating safety. You don't want to, if you have to use a space heater to heat up a room, you want to make sure that you're plugging that directly into an outlet. I know that that sounds simple, but every year, in the newsroom, we get multiple stories of homes, apartments that have caught on fire, and the underlying issue was that they plugged a space heater into an extension cord. That's not safe, that's not recommended, and that is a fire hazard. So once again, we're headed into this cooler period. We just want to make sure that everybody is doing their best to use safe ways to stay warm. Let's get back to the forecast, because those numbers will continue to fall through the overnight hours, and we're talking about a chilly start to your Thursday. Something else that you're going to notice tomorrow as you make your way out and about is that it is going to be breezy, borderline windy. Winds are going to gust 20, 25 miles per hour earlier in the day. As we head into the late afternoon, early evening, those wind gusts are going to get to 35, near 40 miles per hour in some places. I don't expect the 40 to be everywhere, but the 30 to 35 is going to be most folks' experience as we head into the second half of the day. Those winds kicking up through the evening as that boundary pushes through, pressure gradient tightens, and those winds kick up. So that'll be something you'll notice. It won't feel terrible tomorrow because, upper 60s, near 70. But as we head into the overnight and into the start of Thursday, that's where it's going to not be your friend. So Thursday is another first alert weather day for this cold air that is going to be pushing in. It's going to be cold. And when you factor in the fact that those winds are going to be gusting 40 plus miles per hour at times on Thursday, we have to talk about the wind chill, because there will be some communities that experience a significant wind chill with winds gusting that high fast. Colder air in place, it's going to feel like the 20s and low 30s across most of the area as we kickstart Thursday morning. So skies could be gorgeous. You don't need your umbrella. You're just going to need a coat. Our first alert brand is number one to tell you to grab the umbrella when you need it, but the other part of that brand is whenever there's a shift in the weather, that is going to be something that you maybe aren't expecting when you walk outside. It's our whole goal, is to just give you the heads up. This cold is going to be that change. We'll get those feels like temperatures into the 40s by around noon, but that's still quite cold compared to, we've been spoiled. We've been 10 plus degrees warmer than average for a large chunk of the last 3 or 4 weeks. This is going to be a slap back into reality, like, hey, we're moving towards mid-November, mid to late November. We should get colder. Here's some cold air. We will get into the 50s for a couple of hours. The wind chill will not be as big of a factor around 3, 4, 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. But once again, only getting into the mid-50s, that means you'll probably want at least some sort of sleeves on. And then those numbers trend actually colder and more chilly through the overnight into the start of your Friday. So Friday, for the kids that are going to the bus stop, or for the folks that are trying to do that early morning 5 mile run before you go to work because you know you're a superhero. That's not me. Um, but it's going to be even colder Friday morning as you head out of the door. So a lot of folks are going to struggle to feel like 30 degrees um, Friday morning, and that's just that's the time of the year. Temperatures are supposed to swing. Unfortunately, we're just going to swing into a direction that causes us all to want jackets. And the afternoon is going to be colder on Friday as well. We're only going to get to 50, so the improvement doesn't really happen for a couple days. We'll have to deal with this little taste, this little baby taste of winter for a couple days as these temperatures just trend unseasonably cool. But as we head through the weekend, we see a little bit more sunshine. Eventually, those winds shift and become more southerly, and that's going to help us out, especially as we head towards Sunday. Temperatures get back into the lower 60s, and then we're all living and loving life in the very comfortable fall feels that we've been accustomed to lately. Upper 60s by Monday, and we're back to 70 on Tuesday. We'll have southerly flow bring more cloud cover in, and maybe even a spotty shower opportunity. But beyond Thursday's first alert weather day, for the shift in the pattern, I guess the big story here is that the cold air sticks around into Friday as well. But since Thursday is the shift day, it's the day that you feel it first. That's why we've issued that first alert weather day. Y'all are quiet in the comments. I'm going to let y'all live. It's Taco Tuesday, so I'm just going to take that as you decided to turn Patrick on and get a little bit of information while you're enjoying your tacos. Hopefully there's a shrimp taco embedded in there. Nonetheless, still a lot of stuff for us to go through. Big story the next couple of days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Winds are going to be gusting 30-plus miles per hour at times throughout all of those days. So we'll start talking more about the wind chills, specifically Thursday and Friday. That's going to be a big part of our story. So we'll probably give you guys a refresher on what that is in one of our breakouts at 5 o'clock. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this 7-day forecast up full screen so y'all can soak in. 'Tis the season, is what they say. 'Tis the season. I'll leave this up for you guys once again so you can get a handle on these cooler numbers that we're going to be dealing with Thursday into Friday. And then hopefully you're looking forward to the weekend where numbers will rebound. Y'all have a fantastic evening.